mean, most people would be happy with $742,000 a year. He was doing $742,000 per month. And he will tell you that it's all about your systems. It's about personal development. And, you know, there's kind of interesting correlation between what he did and how he made his money and what we're about to show you. You know, he was involved with the telecommunications companies, you know, back when they were having all the long distance wars. Some of you are probably too young to remember that. People used to have these, you know, landlines in their house, and you had to pay 28 cents a minute. And, the whole phone war got started, right? You had AT&T and MCI and Sprint and all these companies duking it out. You know, who was going to be cheaper? Well, here came a couple of different direct selling companies that had better rates than the establishment. They had better rates than AT&T. They had better rates than MCI. They had better rates than Sprint. That was true. And they had an opportunity where if you just sign that piece of paper, here, sign my piece of paper, you can switch your long distance from your current provider to us, and you could save some money. And of course, hey, everybody has long distance. I mean, even though the bill wasn't big, I mean, you know, your long distance bill, when you can, you know, look at your family budget, is not a big part of the household expense, right? I mean, in fact, if you look at household budget, you got like your mortgage number 1, cars number 2, travel is number 3 or 4 on most people's family budget. So we're going to come back to that in a second. So anyway, sign my piece of paper. You can switch over to our long distance company. It was in fact cheaper. Now it stopped right there. There was no incentive for the customer to bring you any customers. There was no incentive for the customer to get free long distance or anything like that. But the opportunity was so big and it was so simple that they became the fourth largest long distance company in the world. Mr. Carlos Ray built a downline of over 1 billion people and obviously made the kind of money I just outlined. And I say that because we're going to go into our announcements here in a moment, and I think you're going to see a correlation between what they did back then and what we are doing right now. Because obviously everybody books travel, and we're going to show people how to save money in that arena. So as we begin our presentation here, before we jump into the juicy announcements, I want to remind you of our last set of juicy announcements, our Dreamcation product. And of course, here we have resorts all over the world, 2,000. I mentioned a moment ago, LaTanya Jenwright, Coach Jenwright, basketball coach out of South Carolina. You know, she was out in Las Vegas, Nevada, 7 nights, 8 days for $19. Pastor Deborah Taylor, a master travel agent, you know, same kind of a situation. I think she was at the Wyndham, you know, for significantly less. And Mr. Hart, you're actually staying at this property here, aren't you?
I am. This is the Wyndham Desert Blue Hotel in Las Vegas. It's an absolutely, it's a jewel. It's a beautiful resort, 4.5-star resort. We're going to be out there for a week for $39. Adela's in the background cheering me on about going out there. So that's where, yes, guys, we use our product. We use our Dreamcation product. It's a phenomenal product. We're going to take our boat out to Las Vegas. There's Lake Mead is within a 10 or 15-minute drive. Spend some time on the water, hang out at this beautiful resort. And, you know, I pinch myself. It's $39 for the week to be out there. And this is the kind of product that you have before you when you're marketing to people. Be proud in the product that you have because it has tremendous, tremendous value when you're talking to people about our opportunity.
Mentioned that Coach Jenwright was in Vegas 7 nights, 8 days for $19, but that's because she booked her property way in advance. If she would have booked that now, the company's actually running a promo where she could actually be out there for 7 nights, 8 days for how much money?
$1.29 a night or 9 days, $9 a week. Yeah.
That's just unbelievable. In fact, you'll hear a funny story because for those of you who get to know me, right, I'm pretty conservative. I'm pretty tight. You know, even though, you know, we've done amazingly well, you know, that's my background, right? I tend to be tight, right? Mr. Hart's laughing. He's like, dude, what do you do with it all, right? Anyway, but
we'll spend some money.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he's having his 50th birthday in August, and my sister and him are going out to, and they're now members of the company. And they're going out to Las Vegas, Nevada, and they're going to be out there for his 50th birthday. And so I said, hey, by the way, I'll pick up your room 7 nights, 8 days. which sounds extremely generous, right? It's going to cost me $9. Anyway, little humor there, but I mean, again, we have a phenomenal product. I mean, just think about the hundreds of millions of people who are traveling this upcoming summer, and they want to go on vacation. They want to go create those memories that last a lifetime. And when you travel, that's what you're really doing. You're creating memories. When you think about your life, I mean, a lot of you can't remember. I mean, can you remember the last Super Bowl or the one before that? But you probably remember those vacations you took as a kid. You can remember the trip to Disney. You can remember the cruise you took. You can remember, the trips you take, right? I mean, this is truly, you want to create some landmarks in your life. You want to create some memorials and memories that you'll cherish forever. I mean, that's what travel is. And we're showing people we're making it obtainable. We're making it affordable. I mean, how many people can afford? I mean, look at this unbelievable room on the screen. I mean, for $39, and that's our product. There's no one else out there doing what we're doing. Now, we have another property I want you to take a look at here. In fact, Mr. Hart, I think you just did this one too. And this is obviously down in Cabo, and you guys were here, what, a month ago?
Actually, it wasn't this property we were at. We were at Villa del Palmer, and which is an absolutely gorgeous property as well. This is another property in Cabo in the villas, and we're going here in September. And hopefully the Strands are going to be joining us. I do a big fishing trip down there. This is when the big game fish are biting, and we're going to be down there in Cabo. I think it's the September 7th through the 14th, if I remember right, but sometime in September. And this is a one-bedroom suite. This is this place. The other place is the Villa del Palmer, absolutely gorgeous location, unbelievable location. And this is down further south, I think maybe about a mile down further south, closer to the marina. This place is this is absolutely unreal. These are real pictures. This facility is beautiful. So we will be down here, and again, this is $89 for 8 days and 7 nights. You just can't beat it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They all got views of the the Los Arcos, and right on the beach. It's incredible. So wow, guys, I think really we're trying to demonstrate to you guys in these two slides here is that we have a tremendous product in our Dreamcation platform, and you get 2 vacations a year. Worst case scenario in our company, you're trying to figure out how to build a downline, understand network marketing. You may be new to it. You may not have had experience and success in it yet. But understand and know that your worst case scenario is that one, you're gonna have access to take 2 vacations like this a year while you figure out how to build your team. And everybody that gets involved with you are gonna have that same opportunity. What that should tell you is get excited, knowing that you have true value that you're delivering to the end user with our opportunity through our product.
Some of you out there, man, thinking, man, I know some of you are probably fired up. You're excited. You're thinking, man, just tell me how to build this business. I mean, tell me what I need to do. And I think, hey, one of the first things you need to do is go on a Dreamcation or go on one of the free incentive trips. You need to do what Pastor Deborah Taylor did, and what Coach Curtis Cross does, and Coach Latanya Jenwright. I mean, you need to go out and be a product of the product. You need to be able to say, no, this is real. Here are my videos. Here's me at this unbelievable resort. Here's what I paid. And so having that video proof, that social proof, and putting that on your social network, and then getting your people on your team to do the same thing. And some of you might be thinking, well, I don't know if I have 7 nights. I mean, gang, if you can go to Las Vegas, Nevada for 7 nights, 8 days for $9, maybe you can only be there 3 or 4 nights. Now, at this moment, I'm asking you to make a business decision, not necessarily just a vacation decision, and maybe only go for 3 or 4 nights. Get your video proof. You're going for the purpose of social proof. You're going for the purpose of promoting your business, which makes the trip tax deductible, by the way. And so, hey, go, have a great time for 3 or 4 nights. Maybe you can't be there 7 nights, and grab that video proof. And keep in mind, you got the free incentives too. You can go to Las Vegas, Nevada, 3 nights, 4 days on the free trip. Or go to you can go to Branson, Missouri, or go to Orlando or Myrtle Beach or Daytona. So a lot of places you can go, but be a product of the product. So we're going to move on to the announcements we made regarding the hotelsite.com. The company unveiled its Incentivized Sharing platform. That is obviously a revolutionary way to go out there and spread the word. Just want to remind you guys, travel, single largest industry in the world. If you pull up a list of the top 10 internet companies, you will see that not one, but 2 of them are travel companies, Expedia and Priceline. And understand that these guys don't own anything travel related. They are nothing more than a website where people go and book. There is no Expedia cruise line. There's no Priceline resort. They're nothing more than a booking engine. And you might be thinking, man, what's the secret to the success? I mean, do they have like really good prices? And the answer is no. They have the same price as everyone else. In fact, NBC LA investigative reports, that's NBC News, Los Angeles, in fact, just did a report recently where they unveiled the fact that all these other travel sites out there, whether it's Trivago, Kayak, Travelocity, Hotels.com, every one of them, they're all owned by Expedia and Priceline. That's their secret. It's not a monopoly, it's a duopoly. They get to set the price because there is no competition. And so Mr. David Hart and Adela Hart decided to create a third option, the hotelsite.com. They have lowered the prices so this can become a savings platform. People can save money booking with us over the other people. And so, Mr. Hart, obviously you made the announcement. Maybe you want to talk about this, and I'll click through the slides for you.
Well, I think the thing is, when we look at the incentivized sharing piece, or we talk about the marketplace, Priceline and Expedia, they spend a ton of money in advertising to get the word out there. And then, they create, they have a profit margin that they make money on. Incentivized sharing here, friends telling friends. And that's what, Facebook built their whole ecosystem on, friends telling friends, sharing a great concept and a great idea. Priceline and Expedia, in a matter, did the same thing. I mean, obviously, people tell people when they're using a service that works for them, and we're doing exactly the same. Except what we've done here is that we've incentivized customers to go out and share it with their friends, because we're going to give them free travel when they book. And Todd, you mentioned it earlier. One of the great pieces about our product is that our rates are just a little bit lower than Priceline and Expedia for the consumer that's out there using the hotelsite.com. And then, of course, sharing it with friends. We believe this is going to create a frenzy out in the marketplace. We got a glimpse of this, with our mobile app in 9 months. We had an incentivized sharing program there, and we actually had over 100,000 people download the mobile app in 9 months. And it will fail in comparison to the value proposition that we're giving away here in the travel space by giving people the ability to travel free each and every time that they do that. So how does that work? Every time, for example, let's say that, Todd tells me about the hotelsite.com, and I'm just a friend of Todd's, and I'm not interested in building the business, but I am going to travel, and I do like Todd, and I want to support his business. And of course, I want to get a better price than what I was going to currently buy on Expedia. So I go to the hotel site, I book my stay there. I save a little bit of money. Todd earns a commission, and Todd earns loyalty points. Loyalty points for partners in the business. When he earns loyalty points, Todd can take those loyalty points and he can use them across our platform, whether it's airfare, hotels, cruises. He can use it on anything on the Travel Club website. And if he has enough points, loyalty points, you can cover a whole airfare off of that if he has enough loyalty points. So you could actually get free travel if you save up your loyalty points, and you can use you can use your loyalty points to cover your entire stay or your flights or whatnot. Here's where it gets really exciting. I say, wow, you know what? There's a link in the back at the hotel site. There's a link in the back, and Todd will get into this too. But you can share your hotel site. I can go share my hotel site on my Facebook page. Well, I've got 3,500 friends on my Facebook. I go share with my Facebook. Hey guys, just found this cool website where you can get discounts when you book hotels. Share it with your friends and you can earn free travel. Whole bunch of my friends sign up. Guess what? Every time they book, I earn free travel. Todd, on the other hand, is going to earn the commission side, the cash, on all my friends and their friends' bookings. So let's say I get 100 friends that book on the hotelsite.com, right? And they go share it with 100 of their friends. Well, what's 100 times 100? Somebody do the math. I think it's 10,000 people. That's 10,000 customers that are on the platform. So you see Todd right there? He's that guy jumping up and down like this. That's because he's making money every single time they book. So Todd, if you want to click on the next screen, I'll go through the next screens and then I'll let you step in and ad lib on this too, because I know we're going back and forth. So this is a live actual booking that we looked at last week, the day of the event, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm so excited about this, can't sleep. I was up that morning looking at different examples. So I pulled the Mirage Hotel up June 26th through June 30th, 4-night stay. Retail price, Expedia, Priceline, Hotels.com. They're all within a few bucks, guys. Price and Expedia, you know that they have a monopoly on the online booking engines, and which, you know, the two largest companies in the world, conglomerates. Well, they're all about the same price. Total due today, $800. That's the retail price. If you click over to the next slide, this is our site, the hotelsite.com. Listen, $772. That's our retail price. That's a $28 savings. Now, same hotel, same booking features, everything's the same. 28 bucks. Guess who gets the business? You get the business. Your customers booking with you every single time, bar none. For $28 savings, they're with you. Now, what does that mean to you? You're going to make $40.97 in commissions. Now, what did you do just to make $40.97? You did nothing. It's an online transaction where our technology does all the work. I hope you guys see the magic behind what this is. In the largest industry in the world, where people are going to be booking hotels all across the world. And I hope you guys get this, because it's not just about you. It's about the relationships that you have just on the customer side, let alone build a downline and get paid. You see the next line right there, upline earns $37.69. Listen, we'll talk about it later in the plan. Todd's going to go through it in the compensation side, but upline gets paid commissions, and this is where you're truly leveraging your efforts and multiplying your ability in terms of customers in your team. So what does a customer get? Now, for example, let's say that I shared this with a friend of mine, and they were the ones that I'm just a customer, and they were the ones that booked this stay at the Mirage, okay? That means that I would earn $32.77 in free travel in loyalty points, okay? Now, why would you be excited that your customer just earned $32.77 in free travel? This is why. Because I'm going to go back to the site because I got money in free travel. I'm going to book. I'm going to absolutely go back and book again. And when I book again, I get paid. Todd gets paid full commission. If I have enough loyalty points to cover my stay for free, then I go stay for free. But Todd still gets paid cash commission. He still gets loyalty points. Guys, I hope you see the power of what we're doing. Todd, go ahead and click the next slide, and I'll give it back to you. Are you there, Todd?
Slide. I clicked it.
Okay, go ahead. You want to take over on this slide?
Yeah, so I just want to give some commentary to what you're saying, because, number one, we no more than announce this, and we got back from Vegas on Monday. I had to go in for a routine dental thing. I'm there at the dentist's office, and of course my phone's blowing up. I'm in the lobby. My phone rings. I walk outside. I come back in the lobby. My phone rings. I walk back outside. I come in the lobby. My phone rings. I walk back outside. And the lady goes, "Man, you're a busy guy." I go, "Well, we just launched this model called Incentivized Sharing." And she's like, "Well, what's that?" I go, "Well, we have a travel site where you can now go. It's programmed to save you money. It's lower than Expedia and all those other kind of people. So you go there, you create an account in 18 seconds. But the great thing is you can share your link. And as your friends save money, you earn free travel. And she's like, oh my gosh, how do I get that link? I mean, within seconds, she's writing her number down. Don't be calling her. She'll be writing her number down on a piece of paper for me, right? Saying, hey, please send me that link. Well, last night my wife comes upstairs. She's like, oh, guess what? My sister just went and signed up. Now, her sister is a school teacher, teaches math at the high school. She's a softball coach. By the way, she's like won the state championship like 6 times. She's an unbelievable softball coach. She has a daughter playing college softball. She has a son playing college football. I mean, she's going to be on the road in hotels all the time. She's around 10,000 other parents who are on the road in hotels all the time. And you think she's excited about this? And if she goes out and just tells 20 people, and those 20 people then tell 5 each. Well, if she tells 20, and then those 20 tell 5, that's 100. And if those 100 tell 5, that's 500. And if those 500 tell 5, that's 2,500. And if those 2,500 tell 5, that's 12,500. And if anybody books any hotels, right, we are in a position, all of us, because this can be happening for you, to earn 25% of whatever commissions are created. And it's truly this symbiotic win-win-win-win. And you see it here on the screen. And here you are, the partner. You would say, I'm the partner. Instead of Betty, we shared it with my wife's sister, who then shares it with Bob. Bob saves money. My wife's sister earns free travel. We earn commissions, and there's people in the upline that earn commissions as well. Again, that's win, 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 win. Incentivized sharing. And who do you know that books travel online? Who do you know that wants to save money when they book travel? And who do you know that would like to earn free travel, showing to other people how to save money on travel, especially when it costs them nothing, zero, not a goose egg. This can create a viral effect for you guys and your teams. And I'm going to show you guys in the compensation plan here in a little bit just how big the numbers can become when we roll over to that part of it. But here's the site, by the way. You got the big circle up there, share and earn free travel. We have a brand new video that we just unveiled. We did that video, by the way. This is just so cool, by the way. Every time we do anything anymore, it's always in English, Spanish, and French. When we do a newsletter, English, Spanish, and French. If you call our corporate offices, by the way, you can now get customer service in English, Spanish, and French. In fact, Mr. Hart, you just added a brand new customer service person that speaks French, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we are a multiple country, multiple language business, and we are continuing to expand at the corporate level. But yeah, we offer customer service now in French as well. So this video that you're talking about right here, it's about a little over a minute long, and it really does a great job. It's an explainer video explaining the opportunity, for our customers and how they can actually earn free travel. Sums it up in a great, in a very fast way. You see a link down here at the bottom. This is the link that somebody could copy on their cell phone. The customer could copy that and paste that, the hotel site link with their ID number, and text it to somebody, put it on Facebook, email it out. So it's an easy, simple process, and that will connect all their friends to them, the customer, which actually connects them to you, the partner.
Track all that, correct? So you want to kind of describe how the whole tracking mechanism works?
Yeah, so our software will be able to track all the way upline to multiple thousands of levels of customers, all the way up to the partners, thousands of levels of partners. It'll track all the way upline and connect everything together every time a commission takes place or a booking takes place. So the customer will get the free travel appointed to them. The partners will get paid commissions all the way upline. So that's very much that's powerful. If I just leave it like that. So now this piece right here is something that's an automated done-for-you system. So when your customers come into the platform here at thehotelsite.com, we are going to, and we currently do it now, we market to them. We stay in front of them with thehotelsite.com. We let them know of different locations and places that they can go on, P2S staff picks, take me there, discounts. they're going to see different locations that they could go stay out with them. And what's most important is that we're staying in front of your customers on a regular basis. So when it's time for them to book, they remember the hotelsite.com and they use the site here to book, which they're going to save money over Priceline and Expedia. And when they book on the site, of course, you get paid. And then we send marketing emails out now that talk about how they could share the website and how they can earn free travel, which is going to expand your customer base. And so we're constantly marketing into your customers. Now, I just want to emphasize this. This piece of our business, this component, the hotelsite.com, this is absolutely a phenomenal product for you to build a business with. An additional stream of income for you to make money. But remember this, we are a network marketing company. And you want to be able to duplicate your efforts. You want to be able to expand your business. And you're going to do that by building a partner base of people. This product is an extension of what we do. This product is going to make it easier for you to recruit and build your downline. Just remember that. So this is a phenomenal customer tool, right? And a way for you to create additional income, a powerful way. It's one stream of income that we have here at P2S. But remember, we're a network marketing company, and this is this is an arsenal, a tool that you have in your war chest that you can go out and use to market with and build your downline. So Todd, I'll let you ad lib on that as we continue forward.
Yeah, I'm always fond of saying, recruiting is infinitely easier when it's not necessary. As you guys are seeing, there's a model here where you can go out there and acquire massive numbers of customers and make a ton of money. But I want to be clear, what Mr. Hart just said as well, that if you're somebody saying, man, I want to make the big money, I want to be, like Gail and Maria Roberts, I want to be like Camila Peraza, I want to be like, Pastor Deborah Taylor and Curtis Cross, I want to be wearing the rings, and, I want to build a massive team around the world. I want to go back to Mr. Carlos Ray. Gentleman built a downline of 1 million people making $742,000 per month. Obviously, they had an opportunity where you could go and sign my piece of paper and switch your long distance. And there were people that went out there and they would set up, booths at trade shows and in front of grocery stores, and they just, try to sign up customers, right? Which is great. I mean, customers are the backbone of our business. And those people made some money, but they made little money compared to what the people who went out and focused on, finding partners and duplicating that process around the world. And I always call it sell the franchise, not the prize. If you've never seen the movie The Founder with Michael Keaton, great movie, by the way. This is an inspirational, educational documentary. It's actually a movie. It's extremely entertaining. But it's going to tell you the story of how McDonald's got built. Now, a lot of people say, well, yeah, Ray Kroc, he's the owner of McDonald's. He's the founder of McDonald's. Well, the truth is that Ray and Mac McDonald were the founders of McDonald's. Ray Kroc was driving down the road, just happened to find McDonald's, right? And he was a milkshake salesman out of Chicago. And so McDonald's got started about an hour from where I sit right now in San Bernardino, California. And Ray and Mac McDonald's had this revolutionary idea, but they only had one store. They were so busy selling hamburgers and fries. They were so busy, signing up long distance customers. They were so busy getting, hotelsite.com customers. Well, who's got time to go out and get partners? Who's got time to go out and focus on franchisees? Who's got time to go out and look for entrepreneurs and train them and put one on every street corner? And so Ray and Mac McDonald only had one McDonald's ever. That's all they ever had. And the other 50,000 McDonald's came from Ray Kroc, a guy who just happened to be driving down the road and saw McDonald's, thought it was a brilliant idea, and said, hey, can I go out and franchise this? And they're like, franchise? Well, who's got time to do that? We're selling burgers and fries. And so I always tell people that you always want to try to remember that story, because every time you add a brand new franchise, how many more hamburgers and fries are you going to sell? And so when you focus on partners, every partner is going to get a ton of customers. So the more partners you have, the more customers you're going to get. The more partners you have, the more of this viral effect is going to take place. And so you always want to try to keep the main thing the main thing. And so, yes, it's unbelievable that we have this. Yes, you're going to sign up tons of customers. And obviously, we've already gotten a bunch of customers. Customers are the backbone. But from building a business, from building a distribution network that can create residual income that comes in month after month, year after year, that creates lifestyle, a business that works so that you don't have to. You want to focus in on obviously building a massive business, a massive distributor base. And by the way, going back, just one more comment, remind you guys that we did have a history of doing this, as Mr. Hart mentioned. When you look at P2S Travel and its original foundation, how it originally got started, it was a Groupon type concept. We had a mobile app. People could go around town, save money on oil changes, massages, ice cream, all kinds of restaurants. Buy one, get one free. It was incredible. And we had people giving away the mobile app. We had individuals in our company, multiple individuals, who went out and signed up over 1,000 customers individually themselves. So when I gave that example a moment ago of, my wife's sister telling 20, and those 20 telling 5, that was 100. Those 100 telling 5, that's 500. And those 500 telling 5, that's 2,500. Wow, that sounds a big base. We had people who individually, all by themselves, went out and put over 1,000 people, and got 1,000 customers. So you guys can really ranch it up, the customer numbers, but just kind of trust the process. Go out there, focus on building your business, kind of lead with the opportunity. Those that say, no, I don't want to make money, hey, put them on the hotel site, let them save money, let them earn some free travel, and then you move on to the next person. So you say, we always say aim at a recruit and hit a sale. Because some people don't want to do the business. So you go there with the idea, hey, do you want to join me in this venture? And if they say no, which many won't, then you just bring them on as a customer. So that being the kind of process. And again, we have experience with doing this, experience with tracking it, 100,000 people in 9 months. And that was with an app that had some technical difficulties at a time when the Groupon thing was kind of losing favor with the merchants here. And the travel's going up, not down. We have better rates, and we just got to be able to borrow something we did before and do this in a way that's going to create a viral effect, something no other travel company's ever done, no other opportunities ever done. That obviously creates massive retail customers, which is great from a compliance point of view. That we have massive numbers of customers, people making money from retail customers. That's true with our vacation product. That's true with our 30-day free trial and our $12.95 product. That is now true, obviously, with our hotel site. So we are creating new standards, or should I say we're the gold standard of creating retail sales within our industry. So, Mr. Hart, any other comments here?
Well, this is exciting to be able to talk about. If you go through the slides on the incentivized sharing piece here, many companies are always built on referrals. And, through social media, well, I guess it starts with the positive experience. And, travel, when people experience travel and they can do it for less, it's a positive experience. And then when they have the ability to go out and share it with their friends and earn free travel, that's even a bigger positive experience. And you can see how this can absolutely explode onto the scene. And this will happen. One day we'll look back and go, I remember, this webinar I listened in on, these guys, David Hart and Todd Strand, were talking about, this incentivized sharing and customers joining the hotelsite.com platform, travel website, and how that was going to, make a difference in the travel industry in the marketplace. And someday, those of you on this or see this recording, you're going to remember this webinar, because it's going to absolutely explode onto the scene, because it's a value proposition all the way around. The end user that's spending the money wins, the consumer wins, and then you as a partner, you win. So very powerful.
Mr. Hart, I know that I'm going to walk through the comp plan, but while I have you here also, I know we have a U-Trip that's coming up in Cancun. And we have, and you might want to remind people about the promotion for the people who were there at the conference. And that's only for people at the conference, but you maybe remind them of the current promotion for people at the conference and also the upcoming Cancun U-Trip.
Yeah, in this PowerPoint, Todd, do we have a slide on it? Or you can skip to it real quick and then come back to this one?
Yeah. Actually, I think you're right with you. Skip ahead here. Yeah, so that's an image right there. Look at that customer base. Come back to the bunny here.
Oh, there it is, the U-Trip.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so this is an absolute, this resort is a 5-star, 5-diamond resort, and it's $125 per person to go stay there. It's going to be November 5th through the 7th. What we've been able to negotiate are these rates from November 1st to the 8th. So you could go there and stay there. You can get there before if you want. I think you can stay a few days after if you want to, for the same price. It's $125 per person. It covers your suite. It covers your all your food, all your booze, all your fun. While we're there, we're going to have training with ATB Travel. If you want to focus on the travel agent piece, one day we're going to do a training on how to build your P2S downline, how to acquisition for customers, how to build a big downline base. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll have awards and a ceremony banquet there as well. So it's going to be a great time. We do have the U-Trip promotion coming out with this. You're gonna hear more about this on Monday, but for those of you guys that are on the call, just let you know that if you're a platinum member, if you're on a platinum auto ship, every coded person that you bring into the business, every code that you earn, so we have leadership codes, right? So if you recruit somebody into the business and they're your third plus or recruit, you earn a leadership code. Well, guess what? Every time you do, you're also going to earn what we call U-Trip dollars. As a platinum member, your U-Trip dollar, every time you get a code, you're going to earn 20 U-Trip dollars no matter how they come in. If they come in at titanium, they come in at platinum, you earn 20 U-Trip dollars. U-Trip dollars have a dollar for dollar value. So if you have 10 U-Trip dollars and you're a platinum member, you earn 10 times 20 U-Trip dollars. You earn 200 U-Trip dollars that go against the overall cost for you to actually go on this trip. So if you have enough money to cover the trip, guess what, guys? You get to go there and cover the trip. Now, if you're a titanium, we didn't want to leave the titaniums out, so we let them participate. They're going to earn $10 for every code that they receive. So if I recruit somebody, I can recruit Todd into the business. Todd's my third person. Todd goes out and his 2 people recruit 2 people. I'm going to earn U-Trip dollars. Those 2 go out and recruit 2. Now there's 4 people. I'm going to earn U-Trip dollars on every time a sale is generated that I'm tied to the code on that leadership bonus. So if you're a titanium, you earn half. You earn $10. If you're a platinum, you earn $20 for every code. And then we also have the top money earners. We have a contest. We're going to be giving away an additional $5,000 in cash for those people that attend the event, for the top 5 people as well too.
Absolutely incredible. And I can tell you guys that we did this with our cruise for Mr. Hart's birthday bash. We went on a cruise down to the Bahamas, and we had people that were on that cruise ship completely free. And then we had the meeting, and Mr. David Hart were handing out cash. I remember one picked up $500. The one guy got $2,500, right?
Yeah, so $2,500 cash, absolutely. So this promotion is going to run from July 1st to September 30th. So you want to make sure that you get your deposit in. Monday we'll talk about the website that you can go to and sign up for. You want to have your deposits in by the end of, well, as soon as you can, but you want to get your room reserved. There will be a limited amount of rooms. We have more people in our company than this resort has rooms. So you want to make sure that you get your room reserved, and it's $125 to get your room reserved. Then you can make payments on it. You can use your U-Trip dollars. You can actually make your commission payments as well, right from your e-wallet with it. So you want to go down and put down the $125 and get in the game.
Well, I want to do a little leadership training here too, because we were at the event, and Mr. Hart announced the U-Trip, and he did it right before the break. And at the break, someone says, he goes, "Where's the U-Trip at?" And I couldn't remember where it was at. I knew it was in Mexico, but I know it was Cabo or Cancun. I go, "I'm not really sure." And they go, "What's the date?" And I go, "I'm not really sure about that either. The only thing I do know is I'm going to be there." Right? The only thing I know is I'm going to be there. And I say that affectionately, but last time we did this, and we put out, you got to send in your deposit. Me and Gina were the very first 2 people to send in our form and put our deposit money down. Now, some of you might say, well, yeah, that's because you guys are doing so well. No, understand that even way back when, even back when we weren't doing well, even back when we were just getting started, we were one of the first to send in our form. We didn't know where it was. We just knew we were going to be there. Meaning it's kind of a mindset, meaning just Just determine you're going to be there. I mean, you can decide I'm going to be there. You can decide, and that's a mental decision. Take the time off. Of course, now you have the U-Trip dollars where you could make the trip free. Put a little pressure on yourself. This entire thing could be free. And if it isn't free, then I'm going to put it on my credit card. But either way, I know that I must be there. I want to be there, with all the people from ATB Travel. I want to be there with Mr. David Adela Hart. I want to be there with all the amazing leaders, whether it's Danny Seguinal or Pastor Deborah Taylor, Latanya Jen Wright, or, Amelia DePonis or Camila Peraza, or, there's going to be other people that are not even in our company yet. We'll have a lot of people join our company and go ambassador, one-star ambassador before this trip even happens. There'll be names that are not even here on this webinar. They're not even in the company. They'll be there. We'll still be celebrating and there'll be rank advancing, things of that nature. So just make that mental decision that I am going to be there no matter what. Now, we'll back up here real quick. You want to give a little commentary to this, Mr. Hart, about the mobile app?
Yeah, well, we have a mobile app coming, and you're going to be able to go to the appropriate store, where it's the Google Play Store, it's the Apple App Store, and download the mobile app to get the hotelsite.com. Text messaging, Facebook, emails, Instagram, app notifications will be able to market to the consumer right on their mobile app. It's a powerful tool. It's just another way to that we're going to help you expand your customer base here at P2S Travel.
Yeah, and the one thing I can tell you guys is that I put it on my slide. I have it in my webinar, but then I heard a couple of people the other day like, well, I can't wait for that mobile app. And I thought, okay, here we go. So I'm actually personally going to take it off my slide. I'm actually going to ask all of our presenters to take it off their slide because what we have is already so unbelievable, so incredible. That I know that we announced this at the conference, but I'm going to bring this up on the training call. I believe it's all leaders tuning into this training call. It's leaders who are going to watch this recorded version on the website here throughout the week. Although we know this is coming, it's unbelievably exciting. I'm actually not going to make it part of my main presentation because there's sometimes people, well, I'll wait till that gets here, and then when that gets here, then I'll get going, right? You don't want to give people that built-in excuse of, I'll wait until, well, when that gets here, then I'll do it. There's a famous story from Zig Ziglar. He was actually talking about the network marketing business, and he had somebody good. They said, well, look, when Christmas is done, then I'll get going. And then he calls them, well, look, it's New Year's, but then I'll get going. Well, hey, look, the kids are back in school, so let me get them all settled, and then I'll get going. Well, hey, look, it's a busy time of year, but hey, tell you what, the kids are going to be out this spring, then I'll get going. Well, hey, look, it's summer break, but when summer's done, then I'll get going, right? They're always finding a reason for a delay, right? And so, I just happened to hear that from two people. And I thought, okay, look, we know this is coming. We know how huge it's going to be. We've already built the app. We own it. The sharing features are there. But we have to have it, retooled, whatever you want to call it, kind of repurposed so that it's just the travel only. It shouldn't take too long, but I'm actually going to pull this back off my slide so that people are not using this as I'll wait until then. Because what we have right now, you can go sign them up in a second. They can share. They can do it right off the website. Most people, book off websites, travel every day anyway. So it's actually I want to kind of bring this up today is to just kind of drop that from your everyday, vernacular when you're talking to prospects. Now, if you got some, big time leader and you're trying to tell them where we're going and paint the vision, that's one thing. But part of your everyday conversation, your travel parties, things of this nature, I wouldn't bring this up until, we have it or until the company says, hey, in 7 days or in 10 days or when we're doing the official countdown to its launch. Because, again, some people are going to use that as their reason to wait. You don't want to give people an excuse. They already have enough, right? They don't need one more. Let's go back to the money here real quick. I have a different set of slides. I know that we're at the top of the hour, so I'll probably save that for next week. That was going to walk through on the compensation plan, but this here kind of gives you an idea, kind of gives you a picture of what can happen as you go out there and build a team. As you look at this particular example, 500 partners, you're earning a 9% override on. 500 partners, you're earning a 3% override on. That's a 6% average. And gang, there's some big time money here. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you shake it. I did an example on the recorded webinar where everyone just got 100 partners. So imagine you bring on 4 partners and they can only get 100 customers each. As I mentioned a moment ago, we had people previously, they got over 1,000 personally, they got 1,000. That doesn't even include the incentivized sharing. Remember, all 1,000 can start sharing the link with their friends and earn free travel. I mean, they just went out and got 1,000 themselves. And so, and I gave you the example that if I, like my wife's sister, if she shares it with 20, and then her 20 share it with 5, that's 100, their 100 share that's 500, their 500 share it with 5, that's 2,500, right? So it's easy to build lots of customers. But in one of the examples I did on the recorded webinar I just did, I just assumed that each partner only had 100. That's it. Best they could do. So you bring on 4 partners, they get 100 customers each. That's 400 customers. Your 4 partners get 4 partners. That's 16 partners, 100 customers each. That's 1,600 customers on your second level, plus the 400 from the level before. That's 2,000. Well, those 16 partners get 4 partners each. That's 64 partners. If they get 100 customers each, that's 6,400 customers. If those 64 get 4 partners, that's 256. That's 25,000 customers. Anytime you start overriding thousands of people doing a little bit of activity, that's how you make a ton of money, especially when you have a compensation program like this, where you can get paid into the infinite depth of your organization. You know, when you become a qualified partner, you get 3% all the way down to the next qualified partner. And when you become a 1-star, you're picking up the 3% qualified partner and the 3% 1-star, you're getting 6% all the way down to the next qualified partner. Then you're getting 3% all the way down beyond that. And then when you become a 2-star, now you're going to pick up 9% all the way down to the next 1-star. Then you're picking up 6% all the way down to you find a qualified partner. And then you're picking up 3% all the way down. That goes all the way up, gang, where you can be earning a lot of overrides. And then there's even additional overrides we don't have on the screen. You become a 1-star ambassador, 2-star ambassador, 3-star ambassador, 4-star ambassador, 5-star ambassador. There's a 1%. You're thinking, well, what can 1% do for me? Well, you're making 1% on that moment. Now you're talking hundreds of thousands, if not more, transactions of people booking travel, people saving money, customers earning free travel. That's going to add up to be a ton of money. And again, the way to do that is to go out and just do what you guys have already been doing. I want to just congratulate you guys, salute you. I mean, if we went back to our calls we did last November, last December, if you remember, we were talking about how we did not slow down during the holidays. And a lot of companies go into the fetal position during the holidays. We didn't. We actually accelerated growth through the holidays. And we were telling everybody back then, hey, we're accelerating in growth through the holidays. If we're accelerating now through the holidays, that means this January, February, March, April, May is going to be unbelievable. And it's even gone beyond what we thought it might do. And we're only heating up. We are what's called pre-momentum. And with the incentivized sharing platform that we just launched, we could hit a tipping point soon. If you've never read the book, The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, that's where you go from pre-momentum to momentum. And that's what it just becomes. People are just flooding in. And this is the sweet spot. This is the spot that everybody dreams about. This is what my buddy Ryan Vanderpool, who was a guest speaker, a mentor to Mr. David Hart, helped launch his direct selling career way back when. I mean, he has a knack for finding companies that are about to do that. And that's how he's made a ton of money. He kind of got there and then, woo, we're going for this huge ride. And you know, and obviously he cashed in. So these are precious days, precious moments. I promise you, no matter how hard you work, you will wish you worked harder. And Mr. Hart, I will let you close the webinar with any final comments and thoughts.
You know, I would just say, guys, don't take this time for granted. You know, go after it. You know, seize the moment. Be excited. That's a big part of attracting people to you. Take action on what you've seen today and get out there and share the story. Share the opportunity for people to go out and use the largest industry in the world and a technology that's absolutely going to put money in their pocket. You know, we are like Uber was to the taxi industry. P2S Travel is like Uber was to the taxi industry. We are going to absolutely give everybody that joins our business an opportunity to go out and use our technology in the largest industry in the world and make money. You might as well call us travel Ubers, because we're going to go out there and show people how to create income with the largest industry in the world, have fun doing it, and incentivize customers to go out and earn free travel. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. I always love getting on these webinars here like this with Mr. Todd Strand. a dear, dear friend of mine, top income earner in our company. And together and with other leaders in the company, we are truly going to impact people's lives in a positive way. So go out and make today your day. Make this week your week. Make this month your month. Take action and make it happen. So with that, we'll go ahead and close out the webinar. God bless. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Everybody.